hold onto your hats, Jasmine lovers. For this week's Friday's Fragrant Quiz, we dive deep into the fascinating and somewhat shocking world of jasmine. So get ready for unexpected facts about this fragrant flower. I sound like I've got a lisp. I need to stop saying things beginning with F. Fragrance is my favourite F word. Trademarked. Anyway, let's dive into question number 1. I'm going to try a different format and I want to see if you like it or not. Let's see. I'm going to read the question and then I'm going to give you the answer straight away. Maybe you'll like this, maybe you won't. We'll find out, won't we? If you've been listening to the other episodes, you can give me your feedback. I love feedback because it means that what I'm doing is based on what you want. So question number 1. Believe it or not, jasmine flowers have a surprising connection to which nocturnal animal? Now, there are not many nocturnal animals. Well, probably are quite more than what we actually realise, but because we're often in bed. Well, my husband isn't because he works night shifts. But anyway, jasmine flowers have a surprising connection to what nocturnal animal? Ta-da! The answer... Okay, I won't keep doing that, don't worry. Don't turn off. The answer is bats. In some parts of Asia, a specific bat species is crucial for jasmine pollination. Their long tongues, not the jasmine, the bat, their long tongues and nocturnal habits make them perfectly suited for reaching deep into the jasmine flower and transferring pollen. And this little nugget of information was found at a website called bigbatbox.com. So if you want to learn more, you can go there. Question number 2. In ancient Egypt, jasmine wasn't just a beautiful flower. It was also used for a rather unconventional purpose. But what was it? Cue romantic music. Love potions. Jasmine was believed to be an aphrodisiac, with its intoxicating scent thought to ignite passion. Egyptians would use jasmine oil in various concoctions intended to spark romantic interest. And the source of this is healthline.com. And of course, everything that you read on the internet is true, no? Question number 3. Jasmine is a key ingredient in expensive perfumes, but historically it wasn't always accessible to everyone. Why was jasmine so valuable in the past? Batman. I call one of my best friends Batman. I don't know why. I've never known why. She used to help me out at my events and stuff. Heather, she's fabulous. She listens to my podcast. At least I have one listener that I know of. She gives me feedback all the time. I'm always asking her questions about formats and maybe changing things. And she really enjoys because she loves sewing. And it's actually her career as well. She makes incredible things. And she makes bags and cushions and things like that. It's gorgeous because you can give her things of someone who is maybe a beloved one of yours who is no longer with us, and it might be like one of their shirts or a pair of trousers, jeans, leather jackets. You can do it all. Kimonos, silk scarves, and she'll turn it into something that you can use like a cushion cover and always have it there to remind you of that special person. Anyway, I don't know why I started calling her Batman, but anyway, let's get on to the answer of jasmine and why it was so valuable. The delicate nature of jasmine flowers and the labour-intensive process of extracting their essence made jasmine absolute, which is the concentrated oil, incredibly expensive, and only the very wealthy could afford perfumes heavily scented with jasmine, and it's still pretty expensive today, and you won't get jasmine essential oil ever. You might get the CO2 extract. You will definitely get the absolute, which is now solvent extracted, but they used to use very labor intensive methods of extracting it, which is what made it incredibly valuable. Question number 4. Speaking of extraction, some historical methods for capturing jasmine's fragrance were downright bizarre. What surprising method was once used? Now, it says in India, but it wasn't just used in India. And it wasn't a pigeon. If you've listened to my other podcast, you'll know the inside joke. And the answer is animal fat. In some regions of India, but not just India, they used to use it in France, jasmine flowers were layered with animal fat like lard. And the lard absorbed the fragrance, which was then extracted. And thankfully, there are now more traditional methods, like using vegetable oil. And you can find out more about it on a website called health.howstuffworks.com. Question number 5. Jasmine isn't just for fancy perfumes. In some parts of the world, jasmine flowers have a rather unusual culinary use. But what is it? I bought some of this the other day thinking it was just this, but it wasn't. It's jasmine tea. The delicate jasmine flower buds are infused with green tea leaves, creating a fragrant and subtly floral tea enjoyed for centuries in Asia. Now, I thought I was just buying I was buying jasmine tea, and I thought it was just going to be jasmine. And it wasn't. It was green tea with jasmine. And I wanted it for, to relax me in the evening, because I love lavender tea, I love chamomile. I wanted something a bit different, like I love bergamot. I thought a bit of bergamot mixed with jasmine, a bit of rose. I'll make myself a little fragrant tea. It's got green tea in it, so it's got green tea in it. That is a very powerful antioxidant, but it's also got heavy on the caffeine, so I think I'll be awake all night, but I might have it in the morning. So it wasn't a wasted purchase. Question number 6. Jasmine may be delicate, but it's also surprisingly resilient. How long can a single jasmine flower continue to emit its intoxicating fragrance? Answer: only one night. Jasmine flowers are known as night blooming queens for a reason. They release their most potent scent in the evening and the fragrance fades by the next morning. But don't worry, they keep continuing to release their fragrance. They don't just fall off. You'll keep releasing its fragrance. They basically release their fragrance in the evening and then they don't. There's other flowers that do that as well, particularly night scented stock, which is the main ingredient or the star of my fragrance that I'm launching, hopefully, fingers crossed, in August or September, but definitely in time for Christmas. They're going to come in the form of a solid perfume, and they are going to be, it's basically, the story of it is a love story between me and my husband, but all will be revealed another time. But yes, night scented stock is also another flower that releases its fragrance at night, hence the name. Question number 7. Looking for a natural way to unwind? Well, jasmine isn't just beautiful. It might also have some surprising health benefits. What are some of those potential benefits associated with jasmine? And the answer is jasmine, according to studies, may have calming and relaxing properties. It's sometimes used in aromatherapy to reduce stress and anxiety. And you can find this information, more about it, on webmd.com. But let me tell you something about jasmine absolute. It's an absolute. It's not traditionally used in aromatherapy. It's not known to have, at a molecular level, therapeutic effects traditionally in aromatherapy. And because it's solvent extracted, traditionally aromatherapy is the art of not just smelling the oils, but by massaging it all over your body. And we didn't like to use, when we were studying, absolutes. We would only use essential oils and not the absolutes because of the solvent extraction. It might be parts per million that's left residue in the actual oil, but also because they used to use a solvent that was toxic, benzene, which they don't use anymore. They now use hexane as the solvent to extract the oils, but it's not traditionally used in aromatherapy. But the same with vanilla. You see, vanilla is not traditionally used in aromatherapy, and you'll see a lot of people these days having vanilla and making blends with vanilla, and there's no molecular therapeutic properties known. I've got chemistry books on aromatherapy and essential oils, and vanilla is never in there for those reasons. But it does add this sexiness, and the same with jasmine, it adds this narcotic, animalic, sexy note to a fragrance. So you can use that. And you know what? If you like the smell of it and it makes you feel good just by smelling it, then by all means, use it. Question number 8. Jasmine is a global symbol of beauty and fragrance, but it also holds a special place in some cultures. And it is a national flower. But which country? It's the national flower of Pakistan. And in Pakistan, it's cherished for its beauty and its cultural significance. It's Jasmine officinale, or the common jasmine, and it's the national flower of Pakistan. How amazing is that? And you can find out more about that on herbaria.plants.ox.ac.uk. Herbaria, herbaria.plants.ox.ac.uk. That is something I never knew. See? Every day's a school day. Question number 9. Jasmine isn't just used in perfumes and teas. In some cultures, it's used in a surprisingly artistic way. What surprising artistic tradition utilises jasmine flowers? Think of skin and art. Something I don't have. I wanted for my birthday, but my husband said I would not be able to take the pain of a tattoo. But you can use jasmine flowers in a form of temporary body art, which doesn't cause any pain because it doesn't involve any needles. It's painting. It's temporary body art using henna. And it's called mehendi. Jasmine flowers are sometimes crushed and incorporated into the henna paste, adding a delicate fragrance and symbolic meaning to the designs. And here is your final question about jasmine. What is the name of the jasmine variety known for its particularly intense and intoxicating fragrance? We just talked about one type of jasmine, which is the common jasmine, but this one is the Jasminum sambac. Jasminum sambac, also known as Arabian jasmine. And this variety is prized for its very powerful fragrance and is often used in cultural adornments as well as fragrance. But you know, you can also get star jasmine. People grow this in their garden and it looks like a star. So there's different varieties of jasmine, but there's two particular ones, Jasmine sambac and Jasmine officinalis, which is used in perfumery. So there we go. There's no bonus questions this week. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet, just for some lovely entertainment. But every now and again, when I'm feeling generous, I will throw in a bonus question for bonus points, for no prizes whatsoever, but just for your brain teasing and, exercise those brain cells. Give your brain a workout every week with Friday's Fragrant Quiz. That's it for this week. I'll see you soon. Stay fabulous, stay curious. A bientôt.